Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Make It Make, where I always try to say, if you can't get it to make, then make it make. And today I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of what we do here at our little homestead. And it's early morning, and we've got a lot already going on as it is. We do a lot of chores in the morning, a lot of things happen, and even though it's a weekend, we still have things that have to get done in the house. So I just want to show you a couple things that are going on right now. Right now I am actually pressure canning, and I am pressure canning some amazing chicken stock. And oh my gosh, I regretted not doing a video on this, but if you guys want me to do a video on it, I will, because I absolutely love this chicken stock. I use it for so many things, definitely a staple in our pantry. So I'm canning a bunch of that this morning. It's really easy, you know, I made it yesterday and then I just jarred it today and put it in the canner this morning because I was overwhelmed yesterday with other things that were going on too. So let me take you over to the other side of the house and what we're doing over there. Okay, so this is the part of the house where usually this is our sitting area also, but I had to take that away, and our poor dog, she usually sits here and looks out through the window, but I had to take that away from her because this is the only place of the house right now where I can grow seedlings where there is like full light. So it is completely covered in all our seedlings, and we have a lot going on here. I mean, right now I've got some zinnias, we've got daisies growing here, green peppers, flowers. Over here, my son planted recently, let me see if I can get this open here. We've got some beautiful beets growing here. They're just starting to sprout and come up. Really excited for these guys. And we've got some squash that has not yet sprouted, but it will. They'll come up when they're ready. And we have some oregano here. I'm so amazed at how teeny tiny they are. They're so little. But we will definitely have a lot of oregano this year. We've got some basil coming up over here. Morning glories, man, they're coming out great. I actually need to transplant these soon and put them in a pot because they grow like crazy. Have some more plants. I had to transplant these guys here as well. And these are black-eyed Susan vines. And these, they grow very beautifully. I'm excited for these guys to put them in the pot and just sort of watch them cascade down. I'm excited about that. And these trays, beets, they have not come up yet. Same thing here. Well, actually not the same thing here. We've got like pumpkin seeds that haven't sprouted yet, but they will. Over here we have more peas. I planted so many peas that, I mean, we're just gonna have peas coming out of our ears. We planted penelope peas and snow peas. We've got some peppers here. I planted the penelope peas because last year I got most of my peas from an Amish woman that I work with to get a lot of my produce, and she's been helping me so much with gardening tips and what to grow. And she said that penelope peas are an amazing pea to have, and they freeze so very well. And I remember just buying like 10 gallons off of her and wanting just to have them in my own garden. So she gave me some advice in which ones to grow. Also snow peas, we love snow peas, so we'll be growing that. Okay, so here we are in my sunroom, which at some point I would love to turn into a greenhouse, but it's just not weatherized. So when it's cold outside, it's cold in here. When it's hot outside, it's hot in here. So, I mean, I have to figure out how I'm gonna do that. It's a project. In the meantime, I use it for other things. Right now, we have our bunny in here, and Daisy lives in here. I'll show you. Daisy? This is where Daisy lives. This is her hutch, and we are getting more bunnies. She is an amazing bunny here. and she is quite beautiful. She has a gorgeous fur. She is just such a beautiful bunny. She is in New Zealand, and we do plan on breeding her. She's just very calm, very docile bunny. And today is cage cleaning day, so we're cleaning out her cage today, and every day she gets outside time. You know, I just really think it's important that they are, you know, make sure that they have some time where they are outside and they have that time to be out in, you know, nature as much as possible. And she's so sweet. Also, what we have going on here is, I'll show you guys. We actually have our incubator set up here. I had to bring him out, bring him up from downstairs because it was getting cold and I just could not get my heat levels where I wanted them. I mean, it was cold in our basement, so I brought them up, and we've got a lot going on in here. They started hatching yesterday, and once they started, they just did not stop. I think Winnie remembers, you know? Oh yeah, she does. Look at her coming down. Hi, Winnie dear, I know you know what's happening. I know we're gonna bring down the chicks. I know you know what's happening. Winnie is I say she's educated, because when we first had chicks, she had no idea. Even with them chirping, she just didn't realize they were there, and then she finally saw one and she just went completely nuts. So now she sees us pulling out the brooder, and she knows the signs now, don't you? Huh? Yes, you are excited. Get this guy warmed up. All right, I think that's good. Perfect.
We continued with our chores upstairs. I needed to get some more of the chicken stock out of the canner, and my daughter was mixing the electrolyte water for the chicks. Then it was just laundry, and just more laundry. I don't know how many blankets we have, but I folded a ton today.
Also today, I asked my husband and son to finally move my quail coop, and they did. So that was one of the chores that was on the list today. So I am super excited to have it out. It's been a long time coming, and it's finally just awesome to see all of the hard work and planning to come into fruition. Right now, I just have 2 trellises up with some peas that we have here. And I'll tell you what, these guys, man, they survived a good frost. They did really, really well. And that's exactly what my friend told me. She said that they'll do really well in a frost. I mean, these guys, they just don't like the heat. And she was very, very right on that. Also, I'm pretty proud that my son, he made this amazing sprinkler, so I can just put this out and it just sprinkles the garden for me, which I love. I do have some onions on the other side, but they're bulbs. They haven't come up yet, but they will. They'll come up when they can. I do put hay in the center of my garden. That way the kids know where they can walk, you know, people know, and just to keep the weeds down, obviously, as well. But we're pretty happy and excited to see what the garden's gonna be like this year. The reason why I extended my garden was because I wanted to try to can as much as I could from what I could grow in my own home. I don't mind buying from the Amish. I don't mind buying from the markets, but you know, I was like, if they can do this, why can't I? And that's exactly what I want to do, and it saves us money. Yes, it takes work, it takes time, but I'm willing to do that. And just the rewards for me, the satisfaction that I get from being able to say, hey, we grew this, it came from our home, I know everything about it, and it's good for you. I mean, that, and it's satisfying work for me, and to have that and provide that for my family makes me feel really good, and it makes me feel accomplished, and it also gives me education and knowledge to be able to pass down to others. And once you're educated in things like this, these are skills that no one will ever be able to take away from you, and these are amazing life skills to have. Okay, so that is our life and what our days look like sometime. Not every day is the same because obviously projects change, priorities change, and you know, we just kind of live day by day, one day at a time. So I gotta get back to my pressure canner, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and take care, and as always, God bless.